What is up guys, Zach here from the Chaos Galaxy, and today I'm going to be doing an Archetype 101 for the brand new cards, the Palifalls Archetype, which will be coming out in the upcoming Planetary collection Palicium. These guys will be available in the Palicium exclusive booster pack, and then at the end of this video I'm going to go through a run of every card that will be in the set, and it's going to be released as a pack in the Planetary collection and just as a solo pack on its own, a 32 card set. So the planet Palicium, the water planet, is all about having very weak creatures like little fish and amoeba, and then very strong creatures like sea monsters and ice trolls and stuff. And the Palifalls archetype are a little kind of tribal group that all live under a waterfall, the Great Palifalls. They live in these little caves here. You can see up the waterfall, and they worship this creature, the Great Serpent of Palifalls, at the top of the waterfall. And the creature's scales possess magical powers, which when the creature sheds its scales, like a snake sheds its skin, they fall down the waterfall, and then they're crafted into armor for the little tribal creatures of Palifalls, giving them special powers. So I like the narrative of this archetype, and I'll get into how it works. And the first one I'm going to start with is Blur of Palifalls, who's the blue one. He's a rare, 200 power and 140 health for 4 stars, and he reads, when this creature is cosplayed, you add a Galaxied Palifalls card to your hand, except Blur. So you can add one of the other guys, like Greel of Palifalls, who I think has my favourite artwork out of all the tribes people. He's only got 50 power but 210 health, which is good for a 3-star. And he reads, if you cosplay this card whilst you have a zoned Palifalls card, you draw 1 card. So if you've got 7 stars, you can go, right, I'll cosplay Blur, going to use its ability to add a Palifalls card to my hand. So get Greel, play Greel, and then because you have a zoned Palifalls card already in play, you can draw a card of Greel's ability. The third one we have is Rudy, the red one. Rudy of Palifalls, 2 stars, 160 power and 20 health. And after this creature is killed by the ability of Palicium, the planet card itself, or a Palicium creature, you gain 3 stars. If you don't know, Palicium has this ability where you can sacrifice 2 weak Palicium creatures to bring out a strong 6-star or higher one. So any of these guys fit the criteria. So if Rudy is killed like that, or through any other Palicium creature's ability, you gain 3 stars, which is nice. Another combo I can think of with Rudy is the powerful set 4 creature Gobosterus, who allows you to sacrifice a zoned Palicium creature to kill a zoned card. So you can sacrifice Rudy, kill a card, and then gain 3 stars as well off it. So these are the, I'm going to lay these out. So they're the tribesmen of Palifalls that live under the waterfall, and then the Great Serpent that lives atop the waterfall is the Great Serpent of the Falls. There's some weird glare on my camera today. But this card is an absolute beast. I might weaken its stats a bit. Let me know if you think it's too overpowered in the comments section. But 470 power and 430 health for an 8-star, which is really fantastic stats for that star rating. His artwork, little fact, he was originally a combiner card. However, I got rid of that idea and turned him into just a regular creature who reads, this creature cannot be cosplayed. You can free play this handed creature by killing a zoned Palifalls creature. I might turn it into you have to pay stars as well. He can also be played by the ability of Palicium as well. He just cannot be cosplayed by paying 8 stars straight from your hand. And then if you do play him by sacrificing a Palifalls creature, all other zoned cards lose their abilities until after they are killed. So really strong. Obviously doesn't affect planet cards, but it affects permanent resource cards, it affects creature cards, and a lot of creatures get their abilities when they're killed. Like most of the Chaos Beasts, when they're killed, you get to bring out a Galaxied or killed creature to your planet. The Great Serpent just cancels them completely. It's the Chaos Beast killer. I am really considering you having to pay stars to play this card because it is so devastating. It can just completely wipe out your whole opponent's plan in a turn. But a really strong card nonetheless, and there is that limitation that it can't be cosplayed. You kind of have to use him if you want that ability with all the Palifalls cards. Also, unfortunately, because he doesn't have Palifalls in his name, he can't be added to your hand by the ability of Blur, but I just think it needs that kind of stint to its ability to actually make it fair, because I do think this is a very strong archetype. I think it really nicely follows the narrative of Palicium. You use these weak creatures, power up your Great Serpent, but we'll get onto these support cards. So we have the permanent resource card, the Great Palifalls. where all these guys live under the waterfall in these little caves below the Great Serpent, where they worship it from below. And this is a permanent resource which reads, all zoned Palifalls creatures gain 100 health. So that actually puts Greel, let's say for example, up to 310, which is really strong for a 3-star. And then once per turn, when you cost play a Palifalls creature, you can add a killed Palifalls creature to your hand that has fewer stars. So I'm going to change the order of these around. Basically, whilst this card is out, if you play Blur, you can add a Greel or Rudy to your hand. If you play a Greel, you can add a Rudy to your hand. Unfortunately, if you play a Rudy, you can't add anything to your hand because he is the lowest stars out of all the Palifalls creatures. But I think just create some really explosive plays with the deck. I'm going to be an interesting permanent resource card. And the last one we have is Scalecraft, showing Rudy building his armour from one of the fallen scales of the Great Serpent. And this is just a regular resource card which reads, permanently reveal any number of handed Palifalls cards, and you add a zone of any type to your planet for each one. So this can help you get some really explosive plays out. Say you have a Greel and a Blur in your hand. On your very first turn, you can go Scalecraft, get 2 creature zones, and then play those creatures into the zones, and just really going to speed up your game if you're a Palifalls player. So that is the Palifalls archetype. I think it's a really nice little archetype. These guys all work in unison with each other. Got a really great boss monster, which I might even have to nerf at this point. We'll see what you guys say and think of them in the comments section. And a really nice narrative, which I always think is nice for tying an archetype in together. But that's all the cards for the archetype. This is going to be a really rare in the set, but there's going to be one really rare in every pack of the Palicium collection booster. I'll get onto the entire set now to show you everything that's going to be inside. Right, so now I've shown you the new archetype. I'm going to go through the whole 32 card set for this Planetary collection for the planet Palicium. You're going to get packs of 18 with 14 commons and then 3 rares. There's 6 in the set in total. And then 1 really or ridiculously rare. There's 3 really rares and 1 ridiculously rare in the set. So you're going to get 1 of those per pack. So you are definitely going to get like a big boss monster in every pack you get, which is cool. But starting number 1, we've got Aquanite starting off the set. Number 2 is Cranchon, a rare reprint for that, which is pretty cool. Bubbo, Transponge, Elite Transponge, first time this has been seen outside of the starter deck, which is cool. Mystical Beast of the Deep as a rare. Frostboz, Duple Drop, although this comes in the starter deck that you'll get in the Planetary collection. A lot of Palicium players like to use 2 because it is a great card, so getting another chance to get that in a new rarity is cool. Spineback Serpent, Iceberg Face, Diabocadra. This is the first really rare of the video. Just thought it deserved this status as it's a fan favourite card and you can build an entire galaxy just around this one card winning you the game. So I thought it deserved that rarity buff. Friezelon, Zeta Ray Stricaris as a common to go with the starter deck. Paju Pajuru as a common. Gobostorus, he's a rare. Nanoray Ridwava, again to go with the starter deck. Hammerhead Sharkling, now this is cool. It's the first time a designer card contest winner has been printed outside of that limited edition status where they normally come. So that's cool, and thanks again, The Real Deal, for designing this card. The Sacred Reef, this is onto the resources and attachments now. Lake of Myth, Nanoray Nano Stinger, and then onto the exclusive cards to this set. So it's a 32 card set, and 12 of them are going to be like brand new cards that you can't get anywhere else. So we've got Blur of Palifalls as a rare, and then Rudy is a common, and Greel of Palifalls as a common too. We've then got the second really rare, which is the Great Serpent of the Falls. Again, said I might weaken it slightly based on the response this video gets, but definitely going to be a really rare no matter what. The Great Palifalls is a common, and then Scalecraft's a common too. That rounds off the archetype. And this is the new card, Englorp. The one I forgot to show in my other video. It's a 2-star with only 20 power and health, and its ability reads it gains 20 more power and health for each of either player's killed Palicium creatures. So a bit of a weird card, but could be crazy powerful if you get it late on in the game. Pretty useless at the start of the game, but interesting nonetheless, I think. Then we've got the third and final really rare of the set is Zeta Ray Sordrius, the new Zeta Ray, which I really, really love. Leviathan Crown is a common. Jubba he's a common as well. And then the final rare card in the set is Crozon, the Palicium Moon. And then the ridiculously rare card, number 32 of 32, is you're going to get the chance to get your hands on a ridiculously rare Cranchon of Palicium, which I think looks so nice, and would love to get one of these. But yeah, there's only going to be one of these, one ridiculously rare in every 4 packs. 3 and 4, you're going to be getting a really rare instead, but all the really rares are good. So I think, yeah, it's a cool set overall. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you're excited about in the Planetary Collection Palicium. The Barrow one, I'll be doing the full list and the brand new archetype for that in my next video too. Hope you guys have an amazing Christmas if I don't get another video out before then. Merry Chaosmas. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Chaos Galaxy Discord. I'm sure there'll be lots of talk about these new cards over there on the next few days. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye. That was the start.